Here again, and I wanted to make a quick live. I should have been doing it in the last few days, but I have not. We recently launched a new course. Me and Trev launched a course which you can find at academyofarbitrage.com, and one interesting thing stuck out to me just in the last couple of days, since I've been talking to a lot of people and answering a lot of questions about the course, and I guess talking to people who are about to spend to them is a lot of money, and not that it's not to me, it's just that money is subjective, right? So there's like a bike coming in, hopefully you'll be able to hear me. It's funny to be able to tell, and Trev and I just spoke about this recently, who is going to absolutely smash their goals and do well in the course, and who is either never going to start or just give up immediately, like on, you know, the first hurdle. They're like, oh, I didn't know there'd be hurdles, and they'll just give up. And I find it really interesting because 2 years ago I would not have probably known the difference between these kinds of people, and now it's so obvious to me, because there are a lot of ways to say what like the most important parts of you know, succeeding online, whatever that means to you. A lot of different ways to say what's important. In the course we call it persistence and consistency, and I'd also call it attitude and definitely resilience. I think that maybe those are all the same thing, but it's some combination of those, and I think that people's attitudes cost them money. If your attitude, if you're looking at an opportunity and you're thinking, oh, this might not work, or like, is there a refund, or like you're starting with 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the camp, and if you have that to begin with, there's just no point in starting. So I've literally told at least 8 people not to join the course because they're starting with that attitude. I mean, we are looking for people who will burn the boats. You know, do you know what that means? Like, if you burn the boats, there's no going back. You're just going to make this work. And I remember for years I tried to start things thinking, oh, I don't really know if this is going to work, but I'll give it a go. And I remember when I finally started, I had no way to pay the rent. You know, I was like, this is it. I got to make this work. And guess what? It works, and things have a funny way of working out when you burn the boats. So my question to you is this: how much does it cost you to have the attitude that you have about money, about success, about the opportunities that you have? How much money does it cost you to have the attitude that you have? If your attitude is, I knew that this wasn't going to work, then how could it have worked if you knew that? So there is, you know, if your bank account doesn't say $1 million in it, it's your attitude, and it's obviously a lot more things than that. But it honestly comes down to, and it sounds woo-woo, you know, and I don't really mean it to sound woo-woo, but it's like how you think. It's your mindset about money, about success, about yourself. And having been through literally the worst time of my life, and then having solved that, I mean, it's so obvious to me now. And so now I want to help people to overcome that and think about like how you could improve your attitude, how you could think differently about things, because the things that your brain is thinking about, that like these opportunities, it's not real. It's literally just the things that have happened to you in your life. So if you burn your boats and you take those opportunities and you run with them, like, things will actually work. But I can't work with people who have those defeatist mindsets anymore, and who will like fall over at the first hurdle and then be like, oh, this isn't working. I can't work with those people anymore. It's draining. It's just like, even emailing them is like, oh, no, I can't do this anymore. So I don't know what, but it's crazy to me that that is such a big thing, and that I have been missing out on literally millions of dollars over the last few years because I didn't have the right mindset. I wasn't ready to burn my boats, even up until recently. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of cases which I still don't do it, but it's still something to note. So guys, think about what your attitude has cost you. Think how you can change it. Think how you can absolutely transform it. I'm running out of battery, but I've been Beck Power. Over now.